Everybody gets excited about the first 2 days where you're not in pads. Just being back out here, which is exciting, but you really don't get a taste of real football until you put the pads on. So I thought we handled it really well. The defense was really aggressive, flying around, and the offensive line did a really good job. You know, that was one of the things the first 2 days of practice. Whenever, especially in the run game, it's hard to keep the defensive line at bay and things like that. So when you finally put the pads on, you kind of see what it's really like. And they did. Everybody did a really good job. So. They're coming together really well. You know, there's a lot of new guys up there. You know, Stockton Mallett's only returner, and he's, you know, all-conference lineman. Excited about him, and you know, they had a full spring together. We put in a few new things, and they're really meshing together. And I think, you know, you give them another 2.5 weeks of fall camp, and by game one, I think we're going to be really set off. I would say we're more. I think we're running the ball more than we have the past 2 camps, which isn't necessarily something that's set in stone. You know, we still have, in my opinion, I think we still have the best receivers in the entire conference with Desmond, Jatavius, J-Mac, a lot of those guys. So we're gonna pass the ball, but you know, Campbell likes to establish a run game first. So I think we're really working on that right now, and then everything else will fall into place later on. I mean, it's just being aggressive. I mean, it's really the first day, and everybody's real hyped up every time you come out the first day with the pads on. It's not about trying to, you know, kill your teammate or lay anybody out here, but just establishing, seeing what we're really about, how much stronger you've gotten in the weight room this past summer, how much more work you've put in, and just executing, really. Yeah, I mean, you want to be physical, and we want to be the most physical team every time we come out there, but if you can't execute your plays fundamentally, then it's useless. So just both of those things, being physical but still executing your plays at the same time. This is my first camp, going in as the starter for now. But I've learned a lot. Like I was telling somebody the other day, I learned from I sat behind Ryan Howard, Coach Howard, and Taylor Reed last year, and that's 2 completely different types of quarterbacks. Ryan's more of a pocket passer, but he was one of the smartest guys I ever played with. And then Taylor was more of an athlete, would run the ball, big, tougher guy. So you put both of those together, and I feel like I got a good mix of learning from, good things, good characteristics from both of them. But I mean, it's like I said, it's just being able to be smart, not turn the ball over. That's the biggest thing for quarterbacks as far as Coach Brown's concerned. So just don't turn the ball over and execute the offense. I think we're going to be I'm very excited. So first 3 games at home, that's something we didn't get to experience last year. So I'm excited. I think I think if everything comes together like it's going to, we're going to have a really good team.
It was a good first day in pads. Guys moved around well, and I thought saw some good things on both sides. Yesterday we were, talking about the running backs hitting the hole and all that, and it's different when you got the pads on. But I tell you what, those guys really hit it hard and seemed to have I was pleased with the way that they ran the football. Defensively, I think we got some guys that can rush the quarterback. And so there were a lot of good things. I thought the quarterbacks did a better job of protecting the football today than we actually did yesterday in short. So I was pleased with a lot of things. Thought we made a lot of progress. Got a long way to go, but today's practice 3, first day in shells, there were a lot of positives. You're wanting to, with shells on, a lot of things stick out like pad level. This is really good for the older and younger guys, but especially those guys that have not been used to playing college football. The speed and the tempo and the pad level that you got to play at to have a chance to be successful. So, a lot of those things show up. I mean, in shorts, we get lower, sink your hips. That's one thing to keep saying that, but then when you're actually hitting somebody with a shoulder pad and helmets and you're too high, well, you find out real quick what they meant by I got to play lower. A lot of stuff like that. A lot of stuff about getting your hat placement in the right place and hand placement. Again, when you're not going full speed, that stuff's really not that visible. It doesn't stick out, but you put the pads on, then you're a lot closer to full speed. A lot of the little things start to stick out. And again, I was pleased with what I saw. We did a lot of little things well. Got a lot of little things we need to work on, but you can tell that there was good retention from the spring, and a lot of good stuff going on. Got a long way to go, but I was pleased with the effort and all of that. Our transition has been good. I think we're playing with a good tempo. We're still working through, some things as far as drill transition. And again, this is the first time for some of them, weren't even here in spring. And Larry wasn't even here a week ago. So but they're doing a tremendous job, and it's been going really well for, and I love the enthusiasm, and it gives a lot of guys. We've got some young guys that this is, of course, the guys coaching them now are their this is their first coach, and some of the older guys that maybe you got in the doghouse or whatever, it gives those guys a fresh start. So it's been good. It's been good. I think it's you never feel like you have enough time, and that's a good thing. There's definitely a sense of urgency, and 4 weeks. That's 28 days from now. Yeah. What time is it right now? It's 6:42. What time is kickoff? 6 or 7?
6.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll be 42 minutes into it. We'll be getting somewhere. This will be somewhere early second or mid second quarter here in 4 weeks. So we're excited and ready to go.